home and native land, Toronto's newest pulp culture podcast, covering your favorite comics, collectibles, media, nerderific origin stories, and more. Hosted by your northern neighbor, Jowy Pangolinin. Here it is, nerdos and nerdettes, Comic Sync!
Hey nerdos and nerdettes, this is Joey from Comic Sync, and I'm here with...
Anthony. So we're going to talk about a big deal that went down just this week. We're talking Disney and Fox.
Right, and it's so big that it's the only news that we have for you because it's just that big. So tell us a little bit about that, Anthony.
So because Disney said they don't have enough money, they pulled all their smart beans together and said, we can make more money and buy Fox. And the shareholders were like, well, hold on. Yes.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah.
Let's make some more money. So what's happening here is this is like a historic $71 billion deal or a merger. And they're not getting all of Fox. They're getting like most of it. Mm-hmm. And the whole terms and details are laid out in like a 521-page document that was sent to the investors. But essentially things like The Simpsons, Star Wars is already under Disney. But you've also got Archer, Bob's Burger, Avatar, those are the big ones. Marvel, there's some Deadpool that's going to be under Disney now. Mm-hmm. Hulu titles are under Disney. So there's like...
Oh my gosh, even Hulu titles? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, we got like a lot of things under Disney right now. So they're going to be like a monopoly on entertainment for the next couple of years.
So what does that mean for like X-Men and Fantastic Four?
It means that movie franchises will now be more homogenized. They're not going to have like... in one movie by Sony where they don't know what the heck mutants are, and then you have mutants exclusively in another movie.
It's so juicy.
It's going to be just one giant universe.
What are you hoping for in this?
One giant universe.
Of continuous, oh my god, then we get to see like Galactus, and then everybody fights him, and then Spider-Man and Fantastic Four in one movie together. Oh my god.
Together.
I can't even imagine. And then they can do the What If series.
Everything. They can do everything.
Oh
It's a creative license dream.
It is, you know what though, like the whole monopoly situation of it does scare me a little bit because then everything might have like a, as you said.
Yeah, it's just one...
homo tone to it.
Yeah, one vision, one guy doing everything.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't do that. They don't succumb to that power.
One puppeteering kind of thing. But you know what? I think it's good news. And I think that if they were bold enough to do something like this, I think that they should be bold enough to make creative choices that, not make it seem like it's one guy talking over everything else, right?
Exactly. But yeah, this is a quick thing. Just to jot down some movie franchises that are now Disney. Yeah. And as I jot these down, you tell me if this sounds like something Disney would do.
All right, do your thing.
Alien versus Predator. Is that Disney to you? No? Planet of the Apes. Independence Day.
Oh, if it's with Will Smith, for sure.
Will Smith is pretty cool.
For sure.
Home Alone. That seems more Disney-ish.
Yeah, for sure.
Night at the Museum.
Oh, very Disney.
Very Disney.
Yeah.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Very Disney.
Ice Age.
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction.
Oh my god, hands down. John Travolta on a Pixar movie?
Absolutely.
Actually, no, he was already in a Pixar movie because of Bolt, I think. But
he was in Bolt?
He was Bolt.
He was Bolt.
He was the dog.
He was the dog?
Yeah, man.
Oh, cute Travolta in that movie.
I know.
Okay. No, that's good. But yeah, the biggest news is the Avatar series.
You know what? Did you like the Avatar #1 movie?
I mean, there was a huge hype around it. Like, finally, after 25 years, I can realize this vision. And it's just like, oh, Pocahontas, cool.
I like it. But they're blue. Pocahontas in blue.
In blue. With blooms.
It's like, you know how they do the, what do you call it? They do Daredevil yellow. Oh. And then it's like, Pocahontas blue. Pocahontas red. You know what? Like, I want to put, it's all like, I know they're putting all the eggs in one basket kind of thing, and I understand the whole flow of it, but I stand with Disney is growing up. How they've been the safe company for so long, and the name Disney, even like when we use it in everyday language, like I used to be a CSR, like a phone CSR in a company before, and we all used to kind of make fun of each other because our voices would change when we're picking up the phone, and we used to call each other Disney princesses. because it's kind of like, wow, who was that, Joey? And I'm like, yo, I don't even know that girl.
Right.
But I think it was probably Belle.
There you go.
So even like the connotation of like saying something is so Disney is so safe, right? So I think this is time.
I hope so, because when I think of Disney, I think of and just general Mickey Mouse-ness. So
and like ducks with no pants,
exactly.
Right? So I think it's time. I think it's going to be a good one.
We'll see.
All right, and on to Young Justice. Anthony, how hyped are you for that?
Yo, super hyped. Young Justice is my life.
I remember like the first time that I came across Young Justice, and I was already like a whole season late. So I had found out about Young Justice, season 2 of Young Justice. And I was like, I was wasting my life away not knowing about this. Did you watch it right on the season 1?
I was season 1 and onward, but I like your approach. That's like finding 5 cents in your pocket, and then the other pocket has like $5 in it. And
exactly.
You're like, oh my God, there's more money here.
That's the finance guy in you talking. I didn't even think about it that way. So what did you think about like that season 1? Like, I mean, do a little bit of a plot thing for us.
I was blown away. First of all, you've got the good setup.
Yeah.
They introduce the Justice League, so you're familiar with them, and then you see each of them has their quote-unquote sidekick.
Right.
And they're both being rewarded for their great job, and then everyone goes back to the Hall of Justice, and then it's like, yeah, good job, Scouts. Now go back to your little club.
Yeah.
You're not independent.
I remember, like, isn't it like the public could see them? Like, there was a little solarium area, and they were like, okay, first of all, I feel like a guinea pig, right? Like, this is not the real Watchtower, is it?
No.
Exactly.
So that's the whole point. I was like faking the outer sanctum for them to see, the public to see.
Right. I remember Speedy had a little situation with Green Arrow with that.
Oh yeah.
He was not cool.
Speedy was the most mature, I think, out of the group. He was the one who was more seasoned.
Yeah.
As a quote-unquote sidekick, and he's like, yo, I'm my own guy here. Like,
yeah.
Even calling me, I don't want to be called Red Arrow or anything. I'm Speedy, but I have my own identity.
How do you take a guy named Speedy as the CEO of, really, I shouldn't be talking. My name is Joey, but.
Hey, Speedy it is.
Mr. Speedy to you, sir.
That's Mr. Speedy to you. Respect me.
And then so, as the plot goes, I remember Robin being there. I remember Superboy wasn't in that one yet.
Not yet. You had Kid Flash.
Yeah.
Wally. You had Robin. There was Beast Boy. No, Beast Boy was season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Garth was season 2.
Yeah.
It was like an OG cast of like the first 4 or 5.
Yeah, and then after, they kind of, I remember it was Robin, I think. They pretty much was like, you know what? Screw this. There's like a situation going on, and we're just going to jump right into it without asking Bruce, without asking Clark.
Yeah.
They said, no, don't do it. What do the kids do when you say don't do it, right?
So they're all like debating amongst themselves. I like it because they're like friends, and they're like, hey, let's not do this. The parents will get mad. Like, no, man, just show the parents we can take care of ourselves.
Exactly.
We don't need their permission.
And I guess that's when they go to Cadmus.
And Cadmus was the big bad lab, which was doing experiments.
Yeah.
And there was some stuff going down.
Yeah.
There's some people that got saved. Kid Flash is running up a building and catching people midair, that sort of thing. Physics does not exist with the Speed Force.
No, not at all.
But yeah, that's when they discover this plot is much bigger than them. But again, the parents will get mad if we tell them what we did, so let's just figure out and fix it before they find out.
But then they ended up in the news.
And now they're on the news.
How could you not, tune in with that? It's almost kind of like, when you're in high school and someone says like, you know what, like if you skip work automatically, there's an auto call that goes into your house. There's no getting away with it.
Yeah, you're like sneaking back in the house, but it's like, yeah, we totally know what you did.
Exactly. And you're also dressed in blue and yellow.
And very vibrant yellow.
Yeah. I was whelmed. So,
actually, what I liked about that was Kid Flash did have a stealth suit where he was actually all in black. So I'm glad they addressed that.
I know. I wonder, though, I don't remember this part, but like the fact that he had a black kind of covert, costume, wouldn't you still see the bolts? Like his little flash lines?
Yeah. I don't think they had much lightning when he was running. But
okay.
I think the whole stealth suit's pretty smart. Everyone else had a stealthy option, so it made sense. And I love how he just like double taps the lightning on his chest.
Oh, right.
And then the whole thing just turns black and it's like sick.
Let me figure out if we can get that as a costume for Comics Inc.
Yo,
We
right
can
away.
just be like white or black or blue.
Just like double tap that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she said. So they find Superboy and Cadmus in season 1. And we find out so many things about him. Like, I know what, I felt really bad for him too, because I remember in season 1 there was like a weird distant relationship with Clark.
Superman? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a father-son like awkward situation.
Yeah. Like, I mean, if you had a clone, I guess you'd be like, that's weird.
Yeah.
You know? And it's kind of like, isn't that their love child, him and Lex?
Technically. Yeah. But then both parents weren't in on it, so
Yeah,
it's awkward, right?
It's kind of like two daddies, but the two daddies didn't really plan for this the way that they planned for it, and I guess that's where the awkwardness is.
And the guy's coming out like, "Hey, I'm Superboy." Like, Superman's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, calm down. You know, like, I don't even know you, kid. So I mean, which was funny because I was just like, if there was a father figure, I think a good father figure of, you know, a quintessential, almost, you know, white picket fence version of a father, I'd be like, Clark would be awesome as a father.
I know.
Bruce, on the other hand, would be like tough love buddy.
Oh
like,
man, I feel so bad for Damien sometimes.
yeah,
Ugh.
like you don't take out the garbage, you get a batarang in the eye kind of
Right?
thing.
Or the garbage is a batarang. And
Or
it's just like, you should have known.
Exactly. I wasn't ready for it. You should always be ready for it.
Always have a contingency plan.
Exactly. But this time around, I thought Batman was so much better as a father to Robin than Clark.
Batman was a father to the whole team. He was the one disciplining most of the time. Whenever there's like that big screen that shows up, like, oh crap, it's Batman.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like, now we're in trouble. Or he has something for us to do,
Yeah.
which is exactly what a father is there for.
exactly.
And then we had a lot of like little loves going on in season 1, right?
I think McGann and Superboy had their little crush thing happening.
Yeah. And I remember Kid Flash. Well, no, Kid Flash kind of had a crush on everybody anyway.
He was the one who flirted with McGann too. He was first with everybody at first, but
Yeah.
it was Artemis that he really settled with.
Yeah, I feel like Kid Flash is kind of like, for sure, that's the kind of guy that would take pictures of stuff and send it to you through DM
Yeah.
really quickly.
Real
but-
quick though, you wouldn't notice it.
Really quick.
Or is it Copperfield?
Yeah. And I was always the first few episodes, I was kind of gonna figure out a way to be like, who is the leader really here? Is it more Robin or is it more Aqualad?
Yes.
You know.
Oh my god,
Did you
yes.
have that confusion in season 1?
100%. Aqualad is far too mature.
Right.
He competes with the leadership title with his maturity and his logic, but he also follows orders very well. And he's like, "Yes, good job, leader. That was a good decision you made there. Like,
Right.
I support that." But then Robin just has a natural. I think it's because of his Batman tutelage. Yeah,
Right.
Just naturally a gifted leader. He knows tactics. He knows his team, what they can do, what they can't do. So he can leverage his members more.
Yeah.
I feel like Aqualad he didn't start off with that leverage yet. He knew what he can do, and he can take orders well.
Yeah.
But he does end up being a leader anyway. So
Yeah, I think like it's a growth thing at that point for Aqualad,
Yeah.
and like, you know, there were secrets hidden and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, like, I mean, the boy executed.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like Academy Award winning, if that was the
100%.
case.
And I just realized the first 4 were Aqualad, Speedy, Robin, Kid Flash, and then
There you go.
Superboy came out of nowhere, and then he was there.
He was in water, just like floating about, and he's like, "We should rescue that kid."
And no one explains where he got that Superman T-shirt either. It's just
You know what? It's like,
he didn't go to Hot Topic for it. He just
I almost kind of feel like maybe Lex has always had this, like, I mean, weird infatuation, obviously, with Superman.
Yeah,
I mean, that was his whole plan, I guess, you know, is to make this, like, hybrid boy baby. And, I mean, who better to mix his genius with Clark's strength? So I guess he fanboyed that and just made it happen.
which is weird because Lex is usually all about being 100% human. Humans can do it. We don't need alien
is
support.
weird. That's such a good point.
Let me just clone this alien though.
Yeah. And put my genes on him.
But I did it. I'm a human. I made this, so I'm amazing.
Lex. Oy vey, Lex.
Oy vey.
And there's so many like hidden secrets too. I mean, like for a kid show, like I would say, like if I was in high school, I'd be a little bit confused because I wasn't a very smart high school kid. But I would have been confused with some of the things that I was like, oh, and then that happened. Then I rewatched the episode. I'm like, I get it now. Like the whole like Artemis past You know, like, remember that episode where we find out?
I love Sportsmaster.
Yeah.
Funny name, by the way. He sounds like a villain to me because I don't